This historical fiction novel that I want to talk about, Run Me to Earth, is deceptively good. At just under 260 pages and petite in size, I went into this novel expecting to learn more about this author, Paul Yoon, because it was my first read, but I did not expect to find that his writing would be so impactful. And that's probably because I tend to go into my books pretty blind. I go based off the title, the cover, with very little details. I like to be surprised by the plot. So, without spoiling it too much, we are looking at a story that's told in several parts and in different perspectives. It jumps along in time. Most of it is going to be chronological and takes place for the most part in the 1960s in Laos. We are following three orphans devastated by the military campaign in the region that is helped by the American government. While most people will think of Vietnam for that time period, Vietnam was not the only country affected, and other surrounding countries in the region, like Cambodia and Laos, saw heavy, devastatingly record breaking bombardment. A lot of the plot is going to center around a rural hospital and a young doctor who has taken their privilege to try and help out their fellow countrymen. Very quickly, most of the action accumulates around the night in which they try to escape and what happened after those events. The author has an amazing ability in immediately dropping you within the scene, so even as you move from perspective to perspective, you are immersed in the setting, their thoughts, and the emotional void that they are feeling under the strain of everything that they're living through. Not only am I a mood reader, I'm an emotional reader. And I feel like it would be better to say that there were few parts in which I wasn't sobbing hysterically over. In fact, I started crying so much, I even started to keep a tally at the beginning of the book of how many times it managed to bring me to tears. In a course of 24 hours, this novel managed to make me cry 7 different times. Given that it is about a war, you might want to check your trigger warnings when it comes to this read, but I would highly, highly recommend Run Me to Earth. And as I heard, he is also the author of Snow Hunters. With this novel, I am for sure going to be picking up that and anything else that this author writes. What about y'all? Has there been any books recently that have made you sob hysterically? You know I want to know about them. Make sure you share them with me in the comments below.